Welcome to the list. This is a show at the Geeks, and Joysticks podcast where we pluck out a name out of the famous list. We watch and review it for your viewing pleasure. I'm your host, Enterprise, with me, and sometimes me compare.
Not that much force sensitive Felix.
Not that much force sensitive Felix. Less and less force is leaving Felix's body. He's having less midichlorians.
I'm killing them right now.
So last week we reviewed Episodio Uno, The Phantom Menace. This week we got Star Wars Episodio Dos, Attack of the Clones. There is an unrest in the Galactic Senate. Several thousand solar systems have declared their intentions to leave the Republic. This separatist movement, under the leadership of mysterious Count Dooku, has made it difficult for the limited number of Jedi Knights to maintain peace in what? The fucker's moving too fast. And order in the galaxy. Senator Amidala, the former Queen of Naboo, is returning to the Galactic Senate to vote on the critical issues of creating an army of the Republic to assist the overwhelmed Jedi. Join us in reviewing this child movie from 2001.
Want to take a breath after that?
Yeah. I think it was 2001, wasn't it?
I think so. Because the third one was 2003, I think.
Episodio Dos, Star Wars 2002. So
Attack of the Clonies.
Attack of the Clonies. Join us as we review this child movie. Jesus Christ. Again. Child way? Child.
No way.
How the fuck?
Where? No, mama's way. I mean, we were kids, so we got into the theater to watch it. But that's no children fucking movie way.
No, it's just so weird that they're like, you know what cheering like? Politics. Hey. No, we don't. We do like peepees and shit. We don't like that shit as adults, man.
No. It's even more depressing as adults.
Just to give you guys an insight of how stupid the audience was for this movie. This is me, right? I thought the guy who's playing Anakin, el pinche Hayden Christensen was the same guy from the first one.
Oh, you did?
That's how my brain worked. I thought that he grew this much in 2 years. It took me until I was like a grown-ass adult to be like, wait a minute. That's not the same guy. That's not the same guy. So yeah, you want to give me politics? All right. Yeah. It's as I mentioned last week, immediately there's like weird tension between Anakin and Padme, and she even says it in the very opening, like when they meet each other, like, I still see you as a little kid, and then they're like making out on the it's just that whole relationship is weird to me.
It doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel right.
Forced. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, but before we get into all that, the cast again is Hayden Christensen, Natalie Portman, Ewan McGregor, Christopher Lee, Samuel L. Jackson, Frank Oz, Ian McDermott, Diarmid, Tamura Morrison, Jimmy Smith. So bangers, right? We got fucking crazy acting chops. But again, they all talk the fucking same. It's kind of infuriating towards especially towards the last movie where everybody's on the same fucking note, man.
Oh my god.
Why?
I blame George Lucas for this because he was the director. I think it was the director for the three of them.
Yeah.
I blame him. He's he wrote some banging movies with the first one, with the first trilogy.
Yeah.
But directing, I don't think he's cut out for that.
Oh, that's a shot fired.
Well, at least for Star Wars, because his his three Star Wars movies are all one note. And you see it. It's terrible.
Yeah. It's just that no one has personality way.
And it pained me because I thought Ewan McGregor was more lively in this one. I mean, in the third one, he's brilliant, but
yeah.
In this one, he was no. And everything was delivered like Oh, I forgot when we were talking about this in the first one. They were like, "Oh, our shields are down. They're shooting at us." Oh,
right.
And here the same thing.
Yeah, they would scream, but there's no color in his voice. It comes out dry. Like Anakin, I'm getting shot at.
Even their body language.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a little bit more thing like oomph on this one, but still, their body language does not. The body language and the voice inflection does not reflect the situation they're in, and it pisses me off.
Yeah, Edwin definitely gets better as the movies go on.
Mm-hmm.
Someone is clearly doesn't, and we're gonna get to that in a little second. But it's hard to be like, oh, it's on the actors when you got Sam Jackson, Christopher Lee, Ewan McGregor, Natalie Portman, all.
I mean, Sam Jackson is not the Sam Jackson we know. He was trying to do something.
No way. It's like you got the most colorful motherfucker in cinema history, way.
You got the baddest motherfucker in cinema history.
And it says it on his lightsaber, right?
Oh, yeah. That was so funny.
And he's like one note, like, oh, like the Force or whatever the fuck is very.
He's the one who's going to be the Force back into balance.
Yeah. It's like,
wow.
Could you give me a little bit more? Just a little bit more. So everybody's on the same note, and it's very, very annoying because in the OGs, you got Han. Look how much color Han has.
Oh, he has all the colors. Oh, and Leia, they're bickering. Boy, that was gorgeous.
Leia, the bickering is back and forth, and they're bickering, and tancándose el palo, and you dumb fucking. Like, there's banter between all three of them. I feel like no one had chemistry in these movies. I mean, the only chemistry I kind of saw from the first one, and I forgot to mention it, was Liam Neeson and Ewan, and so what happened to the Liam Neeson? He fucking died, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they literally killed off the only kind of chemistry you had there throughout the whole thing. So it just doesn't feel like anybody has chemistry with each other. The most chemistry in these next movies are between Yoda and Samuel Jackson. And Yoda ain't even there.
Fucked away.
They have some kind of like they're discussing, and there's chemistry. You can see that they've been compillas for lifetime.
Talk it.
See, wait. They're walking and talking. I said I was going to mention who was in the background or who was replacing Padme is Rose Byrne.
Are you serious?
You didn't recognize Miss Rose Byrne?
No.
Yeah, she was Dorme. She blows the
fuck up. She was no fucking wonder she felt so familiar.
Come on, dog. It's fucking Rose Byrne. Mija.
But I never... I said, I'm going to Google her because she looks familiar.
Fucking Rose Byrne, homie.
She was cute as fuck.
We got Joel Edgerton as Vader's brother. Did you know that one when you rewatched it?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
You knew who Joel Edgerton was when you saw this?
Yes, The Gift and all that.
So he's pretty cool. I remember watching this in the theater, but then a little bit after, again, kind of copy paste with the first one. There's a lot of politics that you don't understand as a children. But I found this one to be more simpler than the fucking first one, I think.
It is not that convoluted.
This one has a
lot. No, it has a lot of like. What's it like? A little bit like it has more ends.
Yeah.
Than the first one, more roads to map.
Yeah.
But they're still easy to follow.
This one is, yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff like this happens. Oh shit, we got to do this, and this happens. Oh man, goddamn it. Well, let's do this. Oh my god, this happened. Let's do this. But it is way more simpler. Yes.
Did we know from the beginning who Anakin was supposed to be? Because I don't remember. Like when episode 1 was being revealed, right? Did we know Anakin was Vader from the beginning when we were watching those movies in 1999? Were we supposed to know that? Or were we supposed to figure that out slowly as the movies go on? Because he doesn't get called Skywalker till towards the end, right? Of the third movie.
No, see, wait.
He does get called Skywalker?
Yeah.
So, my question is,
wait,
did we know from the beginning?
Fucking question.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
When Phantom Menace is coming out, did we know? Oh, it's the Vader origin story. Did we know that going in?
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and the risk of sounding like a snob.
Okay, that's fine.
So, my thought is that we were supposed to to go to piece it together as the movies were coming out.
Again, we were 8, 9 years old. That's why I'm asking this question. I don't know if it's blatant that we were supposed to know.
I don't think so, but I do remember I was getting my hair cut.
Oh shit!
And I was looking at this magazine at the hair. It was a hair salon.
And you were like, "Give me a rat tail."
Fuck yeah!
Nasty. I hate
Are you
those.
kidding me?
They're terrible.
Fuck yeah!
They're
a
the
mullet
worst thing
with a rat hair?
That's the worst thing about being a fucking Jedi. Chop that shit off now.
Well, that was a sign of you being a Padawan.
Okay, can I do one with my pubes? Fuck that shit. I'm not having that hanging at the back of my head. That's so gross.
It is stupid and it's horrible, and I'm all down for abolishing that. But I was looking at this magazine, and they were explaining the Star Wars series, and they explained the OG series, and they said Darth Vader was Anakin Skywalker after he got burnt to hell.
Yeah.
And I asked my mom, was this seen in any Star Wars movie? And she was like, no. And do you know who Anakin Skywalker is? And she was like, hell no.
Okay, so maybe we didn't then.
We weren't supposed to know this, but I knew this because of that. Right. I think I still have the magazine.
I mean, yeah, there's like a bunch of novels and shit that really, really helps. Or like the original script or their books, and there's a bunch of shit before, right?
Yeah, but that magazine helped me know from the get-go that Anakin was going to be Darth Vader.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember if like when this shit was coming out, did we know that Anakin was supposed to be Vader, or was that just a theory? I don't not remember.
Personally, yes, I knew.
Yeah, you knew, but were we supposed to though?
I don't think so.
You know? Like, you guys understand what I'm trying to say? And if you're old fucking remember, please leave it in the comments. Were we supposed to watch these movies knowing that fool turns into Vader? Yay or nay? Or was he just a random fuck that he's a chosen one and whatever, and we did not know? But at the same time, how could you not? Because you got Palpatine right there.
Dude, Ian McDiarmid, holy shit.
He's I have issues with him in the next movie, but we'll get into that. Yeah. But yeah, he the way he talks, the way he smirks, the way he does beautiful facial acting, he does some sort of personality right there.
There was this. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, there was this scene where they were on all the Jedis. Sam Jackson and a lot of the Jedis and Yoda were in Palpatine's office.
Yeah.
Then Chadme comes in, all worked up because of an assassination attempt when the movie opens.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Why don't you put a detail? Maybe a young Jedi."
Yeah.
And he just gives this look, and I was like, "Ooh, you sneaky motherfucker!" Wait, because he was controlling everything from the start.
Yeah. And he's pretending to be one of the people that he hates the most.
Oh yes.
So that it's kind of like, wow, this motherfucker twisted. But yeah, I guess if I have to pick, Edwin is a motherfucking actor too. And Chadme, everybody's great except for one person.
You're dying to say that.
But I was trying to give him the best chance though in the beginning. Wait,
I'm gonna follow the direction again. Wait,
why do you think he gets so much hate? Because he hates sand?
Oh, that was. Oh my god.
You know?
I think so. Yeah. Well, that line was cheesy.
I mean, a lot of the script is cheesy and just don't make no sense, and it's just awkward and weird. Like when they're running around the fields, and she's like, "What do you want?" And he's like, "I want to control the world." And she's like, and they keep running around. Like, what the fuck's going on? She'd be like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Yeah, she looks at him like, "Yeah, I want your babies." Like, what?
No, but the whole outfit, her hair, I think that's the most beautiful I think Natalie Portman has looked.
I mean, she looks exactly the same. She's been an angel from the beginning, you feel me?
Yeah. No.
It took you a second to piece what I did there, eh?
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
I was like, what the fuck, wait. But I mean, in general, I think that's the only time I've said, "Damn, Padme, you want to be my wife?"
Yeah. Hayden's performance is kind of bad. You can tell he's trying to act, you know?
Oh, yes, he's definitely trying.
Everybody else, they're doing what they're told, but I can see that they're acting way. He has no personality.
I mean, barely way.
I mean, but I can see that he's thinking of the words he has to say.
Okay.
Everybody else, they are that character. no matter how boring the character is, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
El acting de este compa, without other than him being no personality and he's mega generic, he's the most generic create a character. You know when you have to create a character and they give you the generic guy.
Yeah, the basic template.
Yeah, George Lucas had enter and started playing the game con ese way. Could we change a little bit? Could we make him something, right? He's just the most generic, whatever. And then whenever he shows any slight of like rage or whatever, it's just so over the top because they want you to point those. They want you to know what. Oh, he's turning into Vader. You see. Again, coming back to my question: are we supposed to know that he was Vader from the beginning? I don't know, but I can just see that he's thinking about the words he has to say, and his performance just comes off very unnatural.
Cardboardish like.
Yeah. And the dialogue that he has to speak with Padme doesn't help at all either. They're like the whole sand thing. What was the point of that? Just trying to be very introspective. Like,
I mean, it was a PSA, dude.
I guess.
Sand gets everywhere. Did you not know this?
I fucking know this, man. It was just really awkward and weird. But I was really, really trying not to. I hate is a strong word because he went through hell. Didn't he quit acting after like a movie or two after this?
A little. I think
he
so.
did Jumper or whatever, and then people hated in him in that too, which I want to do for the list as well because I haven't seen it.
I love that movie.
I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I don't know. Is it him? Is it the script? It was weird.
I think it's him, the script, the combination of everything. Him,
Everybody's
the script, and George Lucas.
Everybody's
yeah,
fault.
because their whole love dynamic, quote unquote, is cringy at best. I didn't like it. It was uncomfortable.
Yeah. Why do they love each other?
I mean, he was obsessed with her.
Right.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's what makes it fucking weird.
I mean, there's childhood love. Sure, why not? I get it.
Pero why?
But no mames, way.
Pero fucking why though?
After being a Jedi and seeing whatever, because there's this series called Star Wars Clone Wars, but not the CGI one. It was an animated one.
Yeah. I think the Samurai Jack one. Isn't it the same animation?
Yes, that one. That shit was gorgeous.
Yeah.
It wasn't that many episodes, and you see what Anakin goes through to become a Jedi. It was amazing. But you can feel that he was a stupid ass kid in this one.
Yeah, he was like, I know better, and then he would like fuck off, and then be like, okay, no. So it's like very, very, very troubled. It was just, I don't know. I want to lay off the guy, but at the same time, it's like, come on. So you remember the one Asian lady that Boba Daddy hired?
Fen, yeah. No,
is that
Zen?
No, right? Is she like related to the other Asian lady in the fucking in Boba?
No,
because the
I don't
outfit
think so.
looked pretty similar, and then she had like the same gun. Or are they just generic soldiers?
They're just generic bounty hunters.
So the bounty hunters use the same weapons and same, like, the helmet looked the same, the color of the outfit, everything just looks very, very, very similar.
Well, yeah, because the Zen, the bounty hunter in the second one, and this one,
yeah,
she was a changeling. She was not human or whatever she was.
That's true.
And Fennec, she was a human.
Right.
Modded, but she was a human.
Yeah, she modded. And I did not know that Boba was a clone, bro.
Boba?
Yeah,
I didn't either.
I didn't know that all of them were all fucking Boba face. I didn't know that. You know, I didn't know that the like, for some reason, going in, because of how many times I saw it as a kid, I thought that the clones were the droids, like the fucking Pito face droids. I thought those were the clones, but no. After watching the movie, like, no, they fucking cloned Boba Daddy, and all the fucking motherfuckers are these shits, right? I was like, oh fuck, there's fucking Boba's under there, and then all that Boba Daddy wanted was a clone for himself, an unaltered clone, and that turns out to be Boba. I just didn't know that Boba was a clone, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, cool. That was something that they retroactively did. Yeah,
he wasn't supposed to be.
Oh, well, I don't think so, because in the OGs he was just like this badass bounty hunter who loved disintegrating people.
But I mean, there wasn't enough story for them to not have this at all. Like, they could have done it retroactively, but it fits. even like as a surprise, even today, I'm like that's kind of a big deal. Boba's a clone. No one mentioning it. No one saying anything. No one like in the series. No one's gonna touch it. No one's saying it. All right, well, let's move on. Let's bring Bando back in for the last 3 episodes. But yeah, you get to see the master and apprentice relationship, especially between Anakin and El Otro and old fuck.
Oh, hold on. With Jango Fett, you see the first time you see Slave One. This is, I think, it's that ship is gorgeous. Way. I don't know why, but I like it so much.
Slave One is the cock ship.
The cock ship.
Which one's Slave One? Isn't that the fucking?
That's Boba's ship.
Right, that's fucking the cock ship. The fucking the cup ship for your balls.
Ah, Simon.
Yeah, I can't unsee that. It's always a cup, like a sports cup.
A cod piece?
It's always a cock piece. Forever and ever and ever and ever.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it's iconic and kind of weird that you have to get in and you're laying up. It's weird, but I like it. But yeah, the master and apprenticeship relationship really, really starts. It's the one that the movie wants you to pay attention to is Anakin and Obi-Wan, but the one that matters and is starting to fester between master and apprentice is the one behind the scenes with Palpatine, Pinchi, Anakin, which is kind of cool. And I did find that there was, even though there's more politics technically, this movie was more cut and dry and less complicated than the first for sure. Again, which movies out of the 3 do you think fans think is the worst one?
This one.
Really?
Yep.
I enjoyed this one the most.
Out of the 3?
Kinda. No. Well,
shit.
the first one.
You enjoyed the first one the most? Wow. Okay.
No, I don't know.
I enjoyed the third one the most.
I feel, yes, fans enjoy the third one the most, and we'll get to the third one next week. But the third one just didn't hit me. I think I like this one a slight better. Like, it's a tie between the first two. The third one is the last one for me. That's how you know I'm not a fan. Yeah. I can say shit like that because I don't give a fuck. Come at me, bitch. La verga. But yeah, I don't think this is the worst one. I don't think this is that bad. I like the fighting. They basically took out fucking Jar Jar, which is fucked up.
What do you mean? Oh, Simon.
Like, he had less lines. He had 90% less lines.
See, way.
Which is weird because this movie came out 2 years later. So, like, production-wise, they must have gotten feedback and people must have hated Jar Jar back then for them to cut him out. You know what I'm saying? It just is weird. Like, oh shit, y'all hate Jar Jar that bad, eh? All right, we're going to cut his ass out. We're going to stick him in the Senate for a fucking movie.
We're gonna make him sand.
We're gonna make him in the fucking. We're gonna put a robe on him, and he ain't gonna have lines. He's gonna say yes, Misa, whatever the fuck, and then that's it, dog. He's gonna fuck off.
Which is something to this day I don't understand. How is Jar Jar a Senate representative?
Well, because he was clica with La Padme, and Padme was like, "Oh, I'm gonna appoint him." Why she appointed him doesn't make no sense. Like, there's really nobody else you could appoint. Maybe one of your fucking ladies that is following you and like
fucking Corday, bro.
Watches you take a shit. You don't trust her more than you trust fucking Jar Jar. All right, Doug.
Even her bodyguard in this one, the guy with the eye patch.
Yeah,
I thought it was more badass than the first guy.
Yeah. She gets increasingly more badass bodyguards who are willing to sacrifice their lives, and guess what? They do. There's also
do their job.
They do their job. There's also a detour in this one, including Anakin's mama.
I mean that detour,
but it's unnecessary.
Yeah, because that one is. I think that is the thing that really, really sparks his descent into the dark side.
Yeah, Anakin loses,
even though it was over the top when he's talking to Padme. It was not fair. Whoa.
After.
Yeah.
Again, I think that's his performance. But the detour I'm obviously talking about is when he goes apeshit and kills all the space munchkins. Which, under the theory, is that Palpatine hired them to do that.
Yeah, because it didn't sound like... It sounded like they kidnapped her, not like they just took her into a slave, because they torture her bad. Right,
and allegedly, it was all under the hire of Palpatine, which is he knows that he's a chess master. Way he knows everything before anybody, right?
Yep.
And it's weird. We're gonna get to that towards the end, but that motherfucker wins. Way
hardcore, he wins. Yeah,
he wins. But yeah, this is a
Darkness
slight
prevails.
detour that actually means something, and it was necessary because Anakin needs to be bad guy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Again, the music is brilliantly. After he kills the space munchkins, the way that John Williams uses Vader's theme so effortlessly and slightly that if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it. Everything he does, every time he does something bad, he'll throw it in, but like he will change the pitch or use different instruments or do a different version of it, of him like slowly turning into fucking Darth.
Yeah, it is. Those musical cues are interesting, to say the least.
Yeah. There is. Now that I'm rethinking the whole movie, this might not be my favorite. I don't know because there isn't a big final battle in this one.
I mean, technically there is.
Anakin's big fight is against a factory, dog.
Oh, I was thinking about the whole clones versus
But
droids.
nothing really happens there except, Boba Daddy get his head chopped off.
Like really fucking fast way.
But it's kind of fucked that nothing came out of it, really. Except
I think Count Dooku came out of it, which is one of the best not best villains, but it was an interesting villain played by one of the best actors I've seen.
Yeah, his voice is crazy. His voice is wild. But I think it just... Well, we did get that Yoda fight. That's probably one of the dopest fights as well.
Yep.
I remember, like, losing my shit. Like, Yoda, go fight as a kid, way. You know? Because we never really seen him in action before. He's always sitting ahí de pinche huevón, just floating, talking shit. And now he like, sí, puto. You want to get this fucking 8-inch green lightsaber up your ass, homie? And just to see him jumping up and down and like flipping on shit is very enjoyable to me. I like to see Yoda fight. But Anakin, like his fight with the other guy, it's just, I don't know. None of the fights except Yoda versus Dooku really hit. Because because that fucking battle ends in a draw. Pinche Yoda always ties way.
Yeah.
Pinche Yoda never wins. Come on, dog. What the fuck we doing? When Padme, Anakin, and Obi-Wan get caught, right? Why did he want to execute them in the Coliseum? Why did he just chop their heads off in the back and be cool about it? What was the purpose of bringing it in front of everybody? And I feel like that was just there to set up the big battle and give like the big battle a first step down the stairs. No, just to get it started.
Oh, you want?
If you have 2 Jedis, right? And a senator or whatever the fuck Padme's supposed to be.
A senator, yeah. But now she's a warrior senator.
Yeah, why are you gonna make a big deal and tie them up to a post and release these fucking aminals?
Just to eat them.
To eat them in front of... Just chop their heads up in the back.
Or make a spectacle like they did with William Wallace and Braveheart.
No spectacle way. Stick the fucking lightsaber up to his chest and turn it on, puto. And you win. Nah, we gotta chain him up. We gotta make him the pedo. And then they see that they're beating your aminals and they just sit there and wait.
They do nothing.
You're right. This movie's the worst.
Oh, and...
I think I like the first one better. Now that I'm thinking about it.
It has one of the... In my mind, I don't know, please, anybody, please correct me if I'm wrong. Or that I'm wrong. We get the Death Star plans from insects.
Oh, yeah. The aliens in this one is terrible. They're flying cucarachas way.
Oh, they're fucking foul.
I think what I meant when I said that this is the best one is that this is regarded as the worst one and it's not that bad.
Okay. I do get that.
I think I overcorrected by saying it's the best one. It's not. I think the first one is the best one.
For me, it's still the one I like the least of the prequels.
Yeah.
But that was the biggest gripe because when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute. Isn't Rogue One the whole thing? Because
the whole purpose of that movie.
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen designed it. Then they kidnapped him and whatever. So, okay, now you gotta explain to me what's up. Which one is the good one? Because I think Rogue One is the good one, and this was just a slip up they made because they could have cut the scene, and none be the wiser.
Yeah, it's like they go off of their new shit instead of going off of their old shit, which makes no sense.
Uh-huh. So they just contradicted themselves in a big, huge fucking way.
Yeah.
But I still like the new story better.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know what
fucking cucarachas designed the Death Star. Wait, please.
I mean, it makes sense. They left the giant fucking self-destruct button right in the middle of it, way.
There wasn't supposed to know that was a giant Death Star button.
Why
in the middle.
even make it, oh? What's the purpose of that button?
To stick it to the man.
You're a cucaracha, way. You fuck off. You're right. This is the worst one.
That's why I like that's why I like Rogue One better, way. In terms of the Death Star origins, because this just looks stupid.
I've only seen that one once, and we have to save some of these Star Wars, so maybe next year Rogue One. We'll probably have to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah. The more I'm thinking about it, this is the worst one, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I just fucking confused myself out of my own thoughts. But yeah, so the show was spun off of this, right?
Yeah.
And
first
it's
the animated one, and then the CGI one.
See,
way. They went hard on the paint.
So where is that? Where's timeline wise? Is these events right up until the beginning of the show? The show takes place between episode 2 and 3.
Yeah, like
okay.
Straight, like right at. It begins right after 2.
Yeah,
and it starts exactly where the third movie starts.
The show.
That's how the show ends.
Yeah.
The Anakin and Obi-Wan riding on their cool ass Jedi fighters to go to that bomb ass fight.
I mean, I'm curious about the show, pero like, well, you feel me?
Pero like, I never heard you say that.
Pero like is a lot though. You feel me?
It's a fucking lot.
Pero like is a lot. I got time for that. And I heard it's really good. Like Star Wars fans love that show.
Mm-hmm.
Pero like no mames.
Exactly.
Conclusion. Yes, you're right. This is the worst one. I was tripping balls. Don't ignore what I said of future things. But hey, we're thinking this shit out loud. But my point being, again, of the whole fucking series, it's not as bad as the internet paints it. Again, I probably give this one a 7 out of 10. Which doesn't make no sense because I gave the other one 7.5 and I call this one my favorite. Don't listen to me, neighbor. 7 out of 10.
I mean, from these three, I think I'll give this one a 6.5.
But still, see how it's watchable? The visuals hold up a little bit better, no?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, the visuals did step up.
The visuals definitely step up. Yoda flying around is probably the best part of the whole movie.
See.
Less politics and less confusing than the first one. But they cut out Jar Jar completely.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that terrible. If you haven't watched it, or if you watched it along with us to join us in this review, thank you very much. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTubes at Geeks, and Joysticks. Then stay tuned for what's coming up next week. And I already said it. Next week, we're going to close out the prequels with Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and leave a comment if you agree, disagree with anything we said about Attack of the Clones. Your memories on this movie when you were children. Did you see it? Never said. Were you an old fuck? Did you know that Anakin was supposed to be Darth Vader from the get? Any and all thoughts? Please leave a comment. Leave a comment down there in the comment section down below. Greatly appreciate it. We read every single comment and we greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. And it brings us joy and it feels nice. Anything you want to say to the beautiful people? Pichi compa Felix.
This is why I hate lying.
Always and forever. You do.